But you can imagine, I think for a new couple, it's quite touching that they are probably, I don't want to get too choked up, but they're probably envisioning those clothes going on to their baby for the first time. So that's pretty touching. Hello, this is Brent from American English with This Guy. This channel is designed to help you improve your English. I've been an English teacher in the United States for 20 years, but it's going to be a little different today. I think this video will still help you improve your English, but I'm also hoping this video will also boost your confidence when speaking English. Today, I would like to react to a Russian accent. And last week, I did an Irish accent, and I felt comfortable doing that because who I was looking at, they were an English native speaker. But today, it's going to be someone whose native language is not English, it's Russian. So I was asked by Daniil from Russia to do the Russian accent. And at first I didn't want to, but I thought if my message could be your English is not as bad as you think, then that could be a positive thing. So one of my favorite new YouTubers is Dan and his wife, Susie. They are from Russia and they are expecting a baby. Susie's expecting a baby. Well, they both had a hand in creating the baby, and I'm sure they'll both have a hand in raising the baby. So they are expecting a baby. And Dan is often saying, my English isn't that good. When in fact, it actually is pretty good. Is it perfect? No. Are some of the words out of order? Sure. Is his message clear? Yes. So I think that's very important when you're speaking English, that you have more confidence. And so what? You make mistakes. I'm an English teacher. I sometimes make mistakes myself. But Dan is on camera speaking a language that is not his native language, and he's helping me learn more about Russia. So big thank you today. Big thank you to my mom, by the way. Shout out to my mom. She's the one who introduced me to Dan's channel. And when I first started watching him like a month ago, he had 2,000 subs, respectable. Now he has like 80,000 subscribers. So his channel is doing really well. And I think you will tell why, because when they are talking on camera, just their enthusiasm comes through. So this one is Dan and his wife receiving a package from the USA for the first time, their first package. So let's take a look at Dan here.
Guys, we have received the first package.
All right, so that was very clear. We have received the first package. There's no doubt about what he's saying there. And I would like to talk about a stereotype that I think many Americans have about Russians, and that is that they don't ever smile. I mean, look at Susie. She is grinning from ear to ear. That's another way to say she's smiling really big. She's grinning ear to ear. And you can see she is with child. We might say that. She is pregnant, or she has a baby bump. That's another way in English slang to say she's pregnant, or she's got a bun in the oven.
The first package from...
Okay, I was not able to read all of that. That was a little bit too quick for me. I did see one of the things that he calls his viewers is adorables. And I love that, adorables. So sometimes when people are speaking English, it's not their native language, they will invent new terms. And I just think it's so cool. So I really love hearing people speak with a foreign accent. So again, never lose that accent. I try to say that in many videos. Looks like he's mostly thanking people
The first
for.
package from you guys. It's your gift. It's your gift.
I mean, come on. Tell me Russians don't smile? Come on.
The postman have come with car. They
Our home.
they I forget all words, guys.
It's book.
Okay, so I mean, he's obviously very excited, and if he was able to speak in Russian on camera for all of us to know, he could express what he's saying. But what I gathered was the postman came with a card. And from that, this happens in the United States sometimes too. When you have a large package, they won't drop the package off at your house. They might give you a card first, and then maybe you have to go to the post office and pick it up, which is pretty complicated to say in English. But from that little bit, I'm gonna guess that's what he said. So again, if we were in the same room, Dan and I could just ask him a question like, "Oh, you mean they dropped a card off?" So he's having a much tougher time communicating because he can't get feedback from the speaker. But I think that's what he meant.
So big. Не знаю. Знакомьтесь.
Guys, it is me.
Okay, I believe that was Russian. I don't think that was English. If it was, I didn't understand it. I think it was Russian.
Mr. Chisak.
Okay.
He will.
Okay, open. Our first package.
Susie. So hang on. What is she doing here? Cutting?
Yeah.
Please, Susie, if you ever watch this, please from cut away. If that slips, oh, look at it's so close to your baby bump. You might accidentally pierce the baby bump. We don't want that. Don't cut towards you. Cut away. Towards, bad. Away. There's some prepositions for you. Prepositions. Okay. At least we're not cutting towards the baby bump.
Susie excited. Susie is excited. We learn new word. Excited. We are excited. You know, we learn it. Thanks for you. You wrote it in comment section, and we will use it.
And see that he is a great English learner because he's looking at the comments. He's trying to incorporate or use some of the English he's learning. I mean, he's a really good English student. He doesn't give himself enough credit. And then I don't know if you noticed, Susie said, it's like Christmas comes. And we will often use that here in the United States. So many Americans will celebrate Christmas, and usually on Christmas morning, people are happy. So well done there.
Whoa, Jenga! It's Jenga! It's Jenga. She said, "Don't open without me." Susie knows from who this package. She knows.
So when he says Susie from who knows this pack, I think there was a prepositional phrase in there from who. It's out of order. It does not affect the meaning at all. I think anyone who's a native English speaker knew exactly what he meant. And it's fine. It's fine. It's kind of cool. A little different.
Cute. So cute. A gift for you, Suhatan. I remember her. Yes.
Okay.
For
It's
move
Jenga.
and Jenga is good game. Yes, I think.
Yes.
It is a good game. My son and I used to play Jenga quite a bit. I don't know. Is that a game that you have in your country? Jenga? It's pretty popular here.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So cute. Rabbit. Yes? It's a rabbit.
It's rabbit, yes.
It's a rabbit.
Oh, poor rabbit.
Poor rabbit.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, and air from USA.
Okay.
Air from USA.
Oh,
No.
okay. Susie with the knife again. You're scaring me with the knife and the baby. But you can imagine, I think for a new couple, it's quite touching that they are probably, I don't want to get too choked up, but they're probably envisioning those clothes going on to their baby for the first time. So that's pretty touching, and it was nice that they were able to share that with us. But on a more serious note, they're probably that air that they popped open. It might not have been from the U.S. I think a lot of the packaging that we get, it doesn't come from the U.S. The fur, it might have been somewhere more east of the U.S. I don't know.
So cute, so cute, so cute. Incredible.
Okay.
Another gift. Suhadan, we don't have words for. I don't know what I have to say. If I say thank you very much, it's nothing, I think.
And again, of course, he's very appreciative. He wants to say thank you. And I'm sure if it was a Russian speaker, he could do it more eloquently, a little bit more, a little bit better than just saying thank you. But whoever gave them this package, I think her name is Sue, has got to be really liking this, right?
Look at she.
Okay.
All right, he said, look at she. Should be look at her. Did I have any trouble understanding? No. A little rule, maybe she usually goes at the beginning of a sentence. Her usually comes at the end. Not always, but it's a pretty good rule. So look at her. No big deal.
Usually no one give us gifts. That's why we're so happy. And
Yes. Okay,
Amazon
okay.
think.
Yes.
Amazon think she says she sent it to our address
Yes. And
by short way. Look at she.
Okay, he said by short way. Like that's not a term we use in English, but he used the words that he knows. And I believe he means like we would say maybe like an express package, but that's fine. Sure. Okay. I know what he means. That she sent it, like she paid some extra money and sent it more quickly. Nice job, Dan.
Always, it's like a Happy New Year. It's like a Christmas time. Then I feel.
it is backpack. Look at this.
Wow. Wow, so amazing.
Baby bottle.
And
yes. Oh.
oh my, OMG, guys.
Using a little bit of a slang there, OMG for oh my God.
Yes. We're like in childhood, baby. And
So he says we're like in childhood. I know exactly what that means. We might say something like, I feel like a kid again.
the most important thing,
Mail.
the real Sue was written by
you.
Sue wrote it by her hands. It's very important.
Now notice what he did there. I believe he was going to have like some subject verb disagreement, we might call it. In English, we have to have our nouns and our verbs agree. And I think he's self-corrected, which is great. He was going to say it the wrong way. I would have still understood him. Then he corrected, very right after. He didn't take a lot of time with that, but it sounded wrong in his mind. So I think the more he does that, more speaking on camera too, in a foreign language, his English is going to keep getting better and better.
Yes.
Our first letter from USA friend, and
It's a letter.
I don't believe this.
Yes. О, так, Shuheten.
She has her own logo.
Yes.
Wow.
And this is
Wow, so beautiful. Sue Hatton, YouTube. Maybe she have her YouTube channel.
Look
What
at
a-
this.
Did you
I
see?
like it.
Did you see?
I like it.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Oh. Wow,
It's
look at
coin.
this.
It's coin. Yeah.
Canadian,
Canada.
fancy. Oh.
It's a queen of Great Britain. Yes, I know.
Yes. $5.
Wow. The eagle and the defense, United States of America. 100. No.
It
10Z, fine silver.
It's $1.
It's silver.
Yes.
It's silver.
Take your hand.
Whoa, it's very
Very hard.
very heavy.
Heavy.
Very heavy.
So I wonder if those are probably pure silver dollars. They don't look familiar to me. They might be American. I mean, one of them looks Canadian, one looks American, but silver dollar of some sort. And if it has some weight to it, it probably is pure silver.
These amazing coins. 2014. And Liberty. Liberty, it's a liberty. We watch one YouTube channel about storages in USA.
In Florida.
How people move some things to storage and they don't pay for these storages, and these storages move to auction. Move to auction.
Liberty.
And some people.
Okay, at first I didn't know what he was talking about, but he said auction. But and I like how Susie helped him. They will often do that in other videos that I've seen. If one doesn't know the word in English, boom, the other one does. So they work very well as a couple together. I'm sure they'll work on raising that baby together. But he's describing a show that we have here in the United States, Storage Wars, I think it's called. And it's exactly what he said. It's a whole, I don't know how real it is, but people will leave. Okay, so in the United States, we just have so much stuff, right? We have so much stuff. There's a comedian who does a routine about this. Like you have so much stuff, and then you need to buy a bigger house because you have so much stuff.
That's all your house is. It's a place to keep your stuff while you go out and get more stuff. Now, sometimes you've got to move. You got to get a bigger house. Why? Too much stuff. You've got to move all your stuff. And maybe put some of your stuff in storage. Now imagine that. There's a whole industry based on keeping an eye on your stuff.
His name is George Carlin. You might want to look it up. George Carlin stuff. He talks really quickly, so it might be difficult for a non-native speaker, but maybe challenge yourself a little bit. So they have these storage units because at least Americans, maybe other people, have just so much stuff. They need to pay for like another room to keep all of their stuff in. And then sometimes people forget about them. And then the people who own the storage company will auction them off whoever says they will pay the most money for that storage unit, we call it, will get it. And you don't know what's inside it. You may pay $100 for junk, or you may pay, if it goes for $200, you may get like thousands of dollars. It's a risk. It's a gamble. I know what he's talking about, though.
Have YouTube channels, and they shows how they find these coins, and we know that these coins, it's not a toy. It's not a toy. It's serious thing. These coins, they can be not rare, but they can stay. That can become rarer in some years. This lady, I think it's a liberty.
When I was born, one of my uncles gave my parents, I think it was maybe before I was born, they gave my parents a set of coins that have never been spent. We call them uncirculated coins, meaning they came right from the mint. That's the place that makes money, the mint. And it was my birth year. And I still have them somewhere. It's part of my stuff, but I don't have it in storage. I have it stuffed somewhere in the basement, probably. But that's kind of a tradition, giving coins to babies before they're born.
Lady,
Mhm.
and she watching
In God
and
the
something,
truth.
and she showing by her hand in something. She has a very long dress, and some in your left hand, like a tree, part of tree, and stars. You can see stars. I think it can be flag because it's stars.
Mhm.
Many stars.
Yes, and the policy.
I think it's a flag of USA because yes, and sun.
See, I've seen a coin like that, I guess, but I've never studied the coin like he is. So I'm actually it does look like she's wearing the US flag as a dress. I don't know, in her hand, it might be olive branches. In the United States, olive branches are a symbol of peace, but I'm not sure. But I love how he receives this gift and he's not just, he's actually looking at it and trying to figure out what's going on there. Very cool.
And
Stripes.
date, stripes and stars.
Mhm. In God we trust.
In God we trust. This phrase is written in US dollars, in all US dollars.
Yes.
In God we trust, yes. В Господа мы верим.
Мгм.
Господу мы отдаемся, Господу, ну как бы у нее более глубокое значение, на русский тяжело будет перевести. То есть в Боге мы находим.
So I don't know. I am studying a little Russian. I don't know. I think he did say Russia or Russian somewhere in there, but obviously he's speaking to his wife in Russian. But that doesn't count.
Yes, no.
Yes, stars, eagle.
It's emblem United States.
It's emblem of United States, and some I
Now he said emblem. That's a pretty high level word there. Emblem, which is what it is. Emblem.
see some word, a pluribus. Переведи, пожалуйста. A pluribus and unum, Canada. 9999, 5 silver, 1.
So I think he was reading pajausta. I've heard that Russian word. Does that mean you're welcome or I don't know. But E pluribus unum is not English. It was reading that. It's Latin. I don't know exactly what it stands for, but it is on all of our money. And so I think in God we trust is on all of our money as well.
A pluribus. Из многих. А теперь другое слово. Unum.
So I don't know if he's trying to.
Один из многих.
I can't tell if I know
Yes,
the one
we
that starts
got
with a
it.
P is
We
Russian.
understand. She is living in Wichita.
I don't know if the other one was English, but yeah, that probably won't help him too much. E pluribus unum. I don't know what that means. Pluribus, maybe it's the people. Maybe I have no idea. Latin, but it is on all of our money. I probably should know.
USA, Kansas. It's
Now,
thousand miles from us. I cannot put it into my mind. Cannot put it.
So he says, I cannot put it into my mind. We might say, I can't imagine. But I love what he does is that he uses the words he knows and delivers some pretty complex thoughts.
We understand that she likes coins and she's shooting about coins. We
But-
make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give.
Okay, that's some pretty deep stuff there. But we make a living. That means when we work, it's the money that we get. So we make a living.
Мы создаем, но мы
We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Yeah, that's pretty complex. So by working, like we get money, but life. So life obviously more important than what you get, but we make a life. Oh, okay. So when you're working, the things that you get are important, but what you give to other people, maybe through your life, through your work, is more important. I think that's pretty complex. So maybe something like, hopefully you have a job that makes you feel fulfilled, or if you can have hobbies outside, like giving back to the community, I think that's what that means. What we get, but we make a life from what we give. Okay, so what we give is more important than what we get. I think that's what that logo says.
создаем именно жизнь, потому что мы отдаем. It's very philosophic and very powerful
Philosophic? That's a pretty big word there, Dan. Nicely done.
phrase here. Thank you very much. We have no words. Thank you very much, Sue. Thank you very much. Yes, baby says thank you. Our first gift. There are a few gifts is coming to us from our post address from USA, and they will shipping to us by USA company. That gift was shipping by Sue Hatton to our home address in Russia. That's why we get this first. Very beautiful clothes to our baby.
That's a famous logo in the United States. We call that the Gerber baby. And Gerber is a company in the US, I think, that makes a lot of clothing for babies and also food. They also have food for babies. Little baby jar. Maybe I'll put a picture of like a Gerber baby food jar. And they're glass for some reason. Most of the stuff that we buy isn't in glass containers, but the baby food is. You know, babies are always flinging their hands around.
Yes.
For you.
We will play with daughter.
Yes.
And someday I'm going to tell my daughter when we will play in this play Jenga. I am telling you, baby, it was a gift from your friend from USA, Sue Hatton.
Always.
Dan seems like he's going to be a great dad, right? Playing Jenga with his daughter. And that's something they'll always remember. Hopefully that will be a family heirloom. It's something handed down. Maybe Dan and Susie's daughter will hand that Jenga game down to her kids. in the future. Maybe. Family heirloom from the US.
Будет спать в этих пизданках, понимаешь?
It sounds like Russian.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
I don't know if she was saying, it almost sounded like ribbit, 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 which is what a frog says in English. But I think in other languages, animals will say different things. Like in English, a cow, we say a cow moos, and a pig oinks, and a frog ribbits. But I bet it's different in your language.
I enjoy your gift from Sue Hatton. She use you and she's you.
Yes.
You are both Sue.
You. Wait a minute. Как звали из...
Sue.
Я помню, фамилию не помнишь?
Sue.
Okay, yeah. She, the woman who sent them a gift is Sue, and then the woman on camera is Susie. So definitely the same name. When you're saying, I've heard this with maybe Slavic speakers with like burger, like a hamburger, burger, or Sue. Sometimes they try to pronounce that U sound, but it's Sue. I'll write it. It's like just S-O-O, and burger. It's actually, I know it's spelled with a U, but it's more like an E. Burger. We'll say burger.
Wow! Wow!
It looked like Susie's reaction was like, the daughter is not going to like those popping sounds. Very good mama. She's watching out for the baby.
Very cute.
But it's so hard not to. We call that stuff bubble wrap. And when you get the package, it's so hard not to pop the bubbles, right?
We can't imagine this, and we are so happy and so excited with. It's not about gifts. It's some people have money and they can buy something for gift. Many people don't have money and they just write in comments that break our hearts. But this is это внимание, it's attention. It is attention to us. And we are happy. We are happy people.
Because happy in world that так много хороших людей.
We are happy because we met so many friends in so many countries, and we could not imagine that someday it may happen, but it happened. It's already happened. We met many friends from all parts of the world.
Yeah, and I had no trouble understanding what he was saying there. And in fact, he was another like kind of philosophical expression he was saying is that, you know, you don't have to have money to have an impact on their life. They love reading the comments and all the attention that they are getting.
Very, 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 very like this backpack.
I like gray and very comfortable and very smart. Someone spent a lot of time to make this design and smart things.
Yeah, we wouldn't use probably the adjective smart for that. It might be a British thing, though. They might, if something is really nice looking, just in the United States, we might not use smart, but I know what he means.
Beautiful. You're very beautiful. You will be very beautiful, Mama.
Yes, of course.
And going. Oh, yeah, baby car. Okay.
I know. It's stolen, but
Baby stroller.
for me, baby car.
Yeah.
I mean, that's super cute. Baby car. Yeah, we'd probably call it a stroller or a carriage, but hey, you want to call it a baby car, everybody is going to know what you mean. And I think I like baby car a little bit more than stroller. And did you hear Dan's going to be, he's such a nice husband, complimenting his wife. And there's a term called nesting that mostly women will do. At least that's what we call it in English, where everything has to be clean a couple weeks before the baby is due. The woman will often be cleaning and making sure everything is perfect for the baby. We call that nesting.
Come on.
Come on.
We go walking.
We go walking. Walking. We go walking. I didn't think that it will be happening someday. We have very good karma. Very good karma we have.
Thank you. Oh, that's.
That's pretty high level karma. I don't know if that's a Russian word or not, but definitely is an English word, and kind of what the logo that Sue sent them, that's kind of like karma too. Like what you give out, you will receive. Like if you're a nice person to others, the karma you receive will be also good. So interesting.
I don't know. Thank you to all gods. Thank you to all kind people. Thank you to our.
Thank you to our adorable.
Thank you to our adorable
friends.
Thank you, adorable. Thank you, adorable. See you. Yes, USA.
I don't think it's USA though.
Yeah.
Oh, secret.
Whoa,
It's a secret.
Cadillac. Home Alone. Chevrolet.
Chevrolet, you said?
California. Whoa. Canada. What's he doing here? He doing Australia.
There was some Canadian air in there somehow. But hey, the US and Canada, we're very much the same. We're almost the same. Canada, US, really good relations. Almost the same accent.
Mr. Tisak, he will come in. Bye.
Hey, I also received a package from Russia last week. Yelena. I'm trying to say her name the Russian way. Yelena. Thank you so much. It is pretty, see, I'm in my 40s, and it's kind of crazy to think that I could receive a package from Russia, because when I was a kid, that was not possible. You could not send packages to the Soviet Union at the time or receive packages from the Soviet Union. At least in my little kid mind, it didn't seem like that was possible. But I do have some Russian chocolate to eat soon and a book to learn Russian. So Yelena, thank you so much. And I hope you all have enjoyed watching this video. I hope that you feel a little bit more confident in your English, even when you make mistakes. Most likely those listeners will be able to understand what you say. See you next time.